nobody's stopping my shine. They try to break me, try to take me out, but I got Jesus on my side. Hurt so bad I thought I would die, but ain't no power stronger than the one that came and laid down his life. And I got mountains to climb, but the enemy can't stop me, cause there's a calling on my life. So when I'm crying, don't last too long, cause he gon' step in and make it alright. Won't he do it? He said he would. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes he will. Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed how it turned out, it's only his grace. Won't he do it? He said he would. So I trust him at all times. I'm about to lose it again. I'm about to let him know where I'm from. Don't take me there again. I just call on Jesus, my friend. Get me back in line one more time, cause he's always listening. Ain't nobody perfect, everybody's hurting. Need your whisper, Lord, save me from my weaknesses, cause you're always on time. Come and get your breakthrough, cause I'm gon' get mine. Won't he do it? He said he would. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes he will. Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed how it turned out, it's only his grace. Won't he do it? He said he would. So I trust him at all times. You see what the enemy planned for my downfall turned out to be the greatest victory of my life. Cause when it comes at you fast and hard, there's only one that could come and make it right. So ain't no need for stressing and crying, cause he gon' show up just like he did the last time. And the last time, and the last time, I know. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yeah. Said he would. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes he will. Yes he will. Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed how it turned out, it's only his grace. Won't he do it? He said he would. So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? He said he would. So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? Yes he will. So I trust him at all times. Won't he do it? I know he will. So I trust him at all times. All times. So I trust him at all times.
You are tuned in to that praisey station, Praise.fm, where we get our praise on. 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Hello, everybody. It's that time of the week again. I'm so excited to have you guys here with Girl Shine Projects. Keep it real with Pastor Dre. You know, it's been a long day. It seems like it's been a really, really long week already, and it's only Tuesday. But I had a busy weekend. My girl Richland, who is my goddaughter, is having a baby. So we were celebrating with a baby shower on Saturday that lasts for hours because it's Richland, of course. We had a great time. Some people were trying to cheat and win prizes. You know, that would be me because I wasn't winning nothing. So I was whining because I was losing. You know, I tell on myself, even on this show. But we got Richland, her bestie, Tiffany, and let's see, Joe Chandra. They sitting here like they're a girls group. I know y'all probably like looking at them like they're a girl singing group on an album cover. That's kind of how they sitting there. You know, pose. Go ahead and pose. You know, like y'all don't know how to do it. Y'all millennials are the queens and kings of FaceTime, Instagram. Let's see, what else do y'all do? y'all gotta talk loud, talk a little loud. Y'all know y'all not ashamed, you're not sad, you're not nervous, you're not any of that. So Facebook Live, especially Joe Chandra.
Facebook Live. That's me. Facebook Live is all me. I'm
All you.
Facebook Live.
So I got these three beautiful young ladies. I'm gonna call them young ladies. They're grown-ups though. And I had this idea. Richland and I were talking about Girl Shine. Actually, for those of you all who have heard the history about why we even started Girl Shine, really it was because of her story. She's been on the show before. She shared a little bit about her past. Her mom's been on. And I got to thinking, because when I met her, she was working at a group home, working with young ladies who had been in the foster care system just like she had. And I was watching her shine. Even though she had had her challenges and her struggles, I thought it was pretty awesome that she wanted to give back and kind of help out people who had been in her same situation. And that's kind of where the whole Girl Shine thing came about. I know you guys probably like, where'd that come from? Well, Richland was the inspiration behind the whole thing. And so I love working with young women, and I had been doing it in ministry. I've done it professionally. I've been doing it in ministry for years. And these young ladies, I was just excited. They said yes, they would be on the show. I could not believe I got Tiffany on the show. She's actually going to talk. I mean, I am just so proud of what you all are doing. But before we get to the meat and the potatoes of tonight, I haven't had dinner, so I'm talking about meat and potatoes. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Lady Rain. Oh, she is just amazing. She's rolling her eyes at me, but that's okay. I'm just going to tell you, she's rolling her eyes at me and trying to drink at the same time, so I don't see her rolling her eyes. But she is the owner of Praise.fm radio, and I just want to give her a shout out. We love her. We're all part of a family here, and I appreciate the opportunity to even be on this platform. This platform is blowing up. It's going to come to a point where she's going to have to hire somebody to do these night shows, because she can't do all this from 6 a.m. in the morning. Oh, yeah. She's calling out her daughter in the background, who I hope is on the show tonight. She said she was going to watch. I'm going to get her on the camera. She's going to be my guest. Periodically, I'm going to be doing these segments because people need to know that the millennials got it going on. All three of these ladies are moms. Some are wives. Some used to be wives. They got kids. They're doing their education. They are making it do what it does. So tonight, I wanted to showcase and just kind of talk about what they're doing, because I actually got married when I was young. I had gone to college for a couple years, played around in school, dropped out, joined the Air Force, met my husband, went overseas. Then I went back to college with a little boy, going to school full time, trying to work, trying to do this, that, and the other. And my husband was in the military. He was a young guy in the military, so we didn't have a whole lot of money. So I can remember working at Walmart and doing this and that, and that was my motivation to go back to college. I went and worked in a factory one day. I always remember that experience, because that was my motivation to go back to college, because you couldn't just get up and go to the bathroom when you wanted to. And I realized that life was just not for me. Now, I'm not knocking anybody who works at a grocery store or doing anything like that. To God be the glory. Somebody has to do it, and at some point in my life, that was me. Some people do it because that's what they enjoy doing, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being gainfully employed. I just realized that life was just not for me. So these young women, I want them to tell you a little bit about themselves, and don't be shy. Ladies, don't be shy. I'm going to start off with Tiffany, since she's all the way out front. I will get let's give Tiffany a little bit of applause. Yay, Tiff! Tiff stepped way out of her comfort zone being on the show tonight. So Tiffany, you're gonna have to project your voice. Oh, sorry. You're gonna have to project your voice. I have a habit of swinging in my seat, so y'all forgive me. Um, Tiffany, tell us a little bit about you. Make sure you speak loud and proud. Let the audience know a little bit about what you got going on.
My name is Tiffany. I'm 29. I have a 5-year-old named Josiah. I've been married for almost 2 years. Right now, I work in security. I'm going back to school right now for nursing. I previously went to school for early childhood. That's it.
Oh, that's not just it. She's like, that's it. Her son Josiah, oh my God. That's Mr. Fat Man. I call him Mr. Fat Man because when he was born, he was so fat. And such a beautiful baby, beautiful soul. He is so intelligent. Oh my goodness. Josiah is like a 5-year-old going on 25. He has these very adult conversations. I mean, you just like, who is this kid? Extremely intelligent. And Tiffany used to work when I was doing the daycare at the church. Tiffany was one of my staff at the daycare. And I must go to Joe Chandra, who had her kids in the daycare. We all go to the same church also. That's how I met these young ladies. But Joe Chandra is going to tell you a little bit about herself and our little relationship and how, yeah. I'm going to let her tell it from her point of view, and then I'm going to share mine.
So my name is Joe Chandra. I'm 30. I just turned 30 September the 5th. Virgos. Yes. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 5 beautiful kids. I have 3 girls and 2 boys. Y'all step something, so I get a lot of questions asking me like, how do you do it with 5 kids? And I just tell them, that birth guides and it takes a lot of patience, even with one. But the fact that I do have 5, it's a lot of patience, and I guess my love because my kids are my world, and then I do have like a great support system. So I have my mom and their dad, and my friends, of course, my friend Richland.
There he is.
So I'm in the healthcare field. So like right now, I'm in nursing school. So that right there can be difficult, but like I said, with a great support system and people God first, you'll be fine. It's my motivation in life. So that's a little bit about me.
Yes. So you're not going to tell them about our little relationship. So I'll wait till later for that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. And I want to introduce you all to Richland, and I'm gonna have Richland share a little bit about herself.
Okay, hey everyone. My name is Richland. I am 27 years old. I'm currently pregnant with my second daughter. I have a 4-year-old that's going to be 5 next month. Let's see. I'm in school to become a social worker. I have about 10 more courses left before I graduate for my associate. I also do hair. I have my little own page on Facebook. It's called Shay's Beauty Bar. I do hair, and I'm praying about starting some dance classes because I am in ministry for praise dance. I actually went to school for that and graduated with a certificate in ministry. So I'm certified as a dance minister. Oh, and I'm married. I got a baby.
Oh, yeah.
I got a baby.
Oh, Lord.
His name is Lance. We have been married going on 6 years next month.
Whoa.
Yeah, we got a busy month. In Sweet's due in November, so
Hmm.
yep, this is one big happy family.
Oh my goodness. Now I want to give some shout outs to people, but of course I can't see everybody. So I can only see Kim, my trusty Kim, my girl Kim. Kim is celebrating her anniversary this week, and Kim is saying hello because she in the comments tonight.
Hey, Kim.
Now, yes, y'all give Kim a shout out.
What's up tonight?
You remember the last time Kim wasn't on here? Kim is the only person I know that can drive, comment, and co-host from her steering wheel all at the same time. Only Kim. That Kim is the queen of multitasking. She know how to do it. I think I can't, like I said, I can't see who else. I know April, who's going to be a guest on the show next week, so I don't want you guys to miss next week. April is giving a shout out from Memphis. She actually used to be a member of our church when she and her family lived here in the Phoenix metro area. Hi, Carmen. I don't think it's on tonight because she's got to travel back. So you guys pray for her because she lost a family member. So keep her and her family in prayer. And anyone else that you know who had experienced loss at this time, there's just a lot going on. So we just want to be prayerful for all our friends and family in our Girl Shine community. If you all want to give some shout outs, whoever you see, give a shout out because, like I said, for some reason I can't see who they are. But I know there's like 30 people watching. So.
Hey, Mama, I love you, girl. I love you watching.
We can't see nobody.
Y'all can't see them either? Okay. You know what? I'll have to get some help from my producer so she can tell me who's on there. So I give some shout outs because for some reason it won't, even if I do a watch party, I can't see it. So I have no idea. Oh, hi, Janine. Janine is on. Hello, Janine. Tammy is on. I'm pretty sure Jeanette McNeil is on. Oh, Carmen is on? Oh, hi, Carmen. I didn't think you'd be on tonight. Kalisa. Kalisa is my longtime friend. Nashawn is on? Oh, Denise. Yes, Nisha's on. Alima. Hi, Alima. Miss Cookie. As y'all keep commenting, it's scrolling up so I can kind of see them. I know Kalisa. Kalisa is like my long-term friend. She's actually my youngest son's godmother. We met at one of those jobs I had that I was struggling. And Choice, hi Choice. Ursula and Willie. And Sonia. Hi, Aunt Sonia. That's Aunt Sonia. Who? Althea Brown. Oh, Crystal is on. My daughter is on. Hi, Crystal.
Hey,
Deborah Bell. My sister Leroyce is on tonight. Hi, Leroyce. She lives in Maricopa.
hello.
And if I miss anybody, put a comment in so I can see you guys because it'll keep scrolling up if you do. Oh, Carmen did make it. I tried to get Carmen to come on here and co-host with me, but she wouldn't do it tonight. But I'm gonna get her on the other side of the screen. But tonight I wanted to hi ladies. I wanted to showcase what God is doing in our young people because oftentimes, if you look at social media and the television or whatever, wherever you get your news and whatnot, it may give the appearance that they don't have their heads on right. But these young ladies, I have to say differently. Joe Chandra, I'm going to start with Joe Chandra because Joe Chandra, I want to tell you that I'm very inspired by what you're doing. I don't think we share enough we don't encourage enough. And I don't want to just do that behind the scenes. I want to do that openly. And the reason why is because I believe that if we do this more often, you all are the best, what's the word? You all are the best ones to help people your age, because they just look at us as like, you guys are parents. Certainly you're going to say this and that, but there are things that my mom told me. We never want to listen to our moms, even though we may say we do. We like, nah, they're old, they don't know what they're talking about. Trust me, they know what they're talking about. And they tell us the things that they tell us because they don't want to see us make unnecessary mistakes. And obviously it would have been easier if we had all finished college before we had kids and got married and had kids, of course. And if we had listened to our parents, that's probably what we would have done. But we didn't. I didn't do it. I went to college for 2 years, played around, partied, did all kinds of stuff. Went for 2 years, finished college when I was an adult. I went the long way around, and that's not always easy. There were many days that I would have, I was up. I mean, money was tight and trying to make ends meet. And sometimes that money would stand on one block and peek around the corner 5 miles down the road, and we were robbing Peter to pay Paul, because contrary to popular belief, military people, I'm struggling tonight. Y'all pray for me. Contrary to popular belief, military people just don't make all this money that people think that we make. So it was a challenge. I mean, there were times my husband worked at Burger King on the side. He worked at FedEx. He did that since we've been here. He worked at not U-Haul, Lowe's in their distribution center. And that was at a time when minimum wage was like $3 and some an hour. I know y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all looking at me like, that's real talk. I remember when minimum wage was $3.15 an hour. Miss Ursula said, oh yeah, okay. Carmen said she worked at McDonald's for one day. My first job was at Popeyes, and it was disgusting. And I had to pay my car insurance. I had my own car, but I had to pay my car insurance. My mom insisted I was going to do that. And I worked at Popeyes on the weekends. Chicken jobs, a chicken joint is the nastiest place you ever worked. It's greasy, and all I did was wash dishes all night. It was disgusting. I wanted to quit and couldn't quit. I've worked at Wendy's in the summer. I worked at Sam's. I've worked at Subway. I've done it all. I've worked at the BX. You name it, I've done it. Hi, Ansonia. Oh, Pastor Brenda must be on here. Hi, Pastor Brenda. I can see you in the comments. But those of us who've come before you, we've done it all. We've done everything you could possibly think of. I remember when daycare was $35 a week, and I was having a hard time coming up with that. So, but you do what you have to do. But yes, minimum wage was $3.15 an hour, and when I worked at Walmart, it was $3.25 or $3.35, and they hired me at $3.45, and that was a big deal. Yeah, and just trying to make ends meet, go to school, be a wife, do all of that, and parent. And I didn't have my mom there to kind of help me, alone. And you guys are blessed that you have your mom there. It's not that my mom didn't want to help. She would help in the summer and when she could. But we didn't live in the same place because we were a military family. Joe Chandra, just if you could share a little bit about how you have managed to get all A's, go to school, parent all 5 of your kids, work a full-time job, and go to nursing school. How do you do that? Honestly.
Honestly, I'm not gonna say that it's easy because it's definitely not easy at all. There's times when I'm like super tired and can't hardly get up in the mornings. But for me, I do like a lot of time management the best I can, because if you do have like time management, that kind of helps a little bit. And for the most part, the support, like my mom, she's there to kind of help me with a lot of the load that I kind of take on. So that makes it easier for me. And a lot of just friends of Jesus that I make it to today. It just makes
Mhm.
it. And I honestly though, I would definitely have to say motivation as well, like because I look at my kids and
Mhm.
I kind of want better for them and for myself. So for me, I'll take that just to make sure, that my kids in the long run, will be okay and understand and know what it is to be independent, understand to know how to be motivated to do something in life, whatever it is that you want to do in life, just to just go for it. I mean, you're gonna have
Mhm.
tough times. Things are gonna be difficult, but if you can just press through, the
Mhm.
outcome will be it'll be awesome. So there's to me it's like my motivation and my opinion, biggest thing
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah. Mom, so it sounds like your mom has played a very vital role in that because I know when I met your mom, she was a CNA and she's moved, from being a CNA to a LPN to a RN uh, and just to see God doing things. And my mom was a nurse. My mom was a single parent. I remember her working shift work and she did what she could do, but that was my motivation. uh, I promised her, even when I said I was getting married, I promised my mom, I said, I promise you, I'm going to graduate from college. And I did that. Not in the order in which she would have liked for me to have done it,
Right.
but I did that. And I set a personal goal for myself that I was going to get my doctorate. And now I'm in a program to do that. So when you have a goal, and I'm saying this on the front end, just in case we run out of time, I'm gonna say this on the front end. Regardless of what obstacles you have to navigate to meet your goal, don't let time be an issue. Don't allow time to be an issue. Do what you have to do. If you set a goal for yourself, you push past. I don't care if you got to work 20 jobs to get to the one for you to find your niche. You do that. Don't give up on your desires and your dreams. Back when I went to college, there was no online school. They had a few programs, but it was nothing like it is now. And I had to sit in class. I would work when I was in graduate school. I worked from 8 to 5, and from 5 to 10, 3 to 4 nights a week, I had class. And my husband would work shift work because he was in the military and didn't have control of his life. So he didn't get to say, "Oh, I can only work, this time to this time because my wife got this." We had to work it out. But if it wasn't for my mom, even though my mom lived in Louisiana and I lived in Valdosta, Georgia, my mom would, I only had Josh at the time. She would get Josh and keep Josh for months at a time. So when my husband went to Saudi, she did that. When he went to Korea for a year, she helped. I had support. I had another friend who was going to nursing school who lived on base with us. She would get Josh after school. And I never had to worry about what he was going to do. My friend Eileen would take Josh for the weekends. Kalisa, all kinds of people would help me so that I could meet my goals. So for 2 years, I did that. My husband got orders right two quarters before I was getting ready to graduate. But I completed. You do what you got to do. You guys got support. You're supporting each other. Tiffany, what are some of your goals and your aspirations? We can just kind of put it out there. Hi, Sade. Just put it out there and put it in the atmosphere what you're going to do. So we can serve notice on the enemy. You're going to do what you want to do. So put it out there so we can all hold you accountable.
I want to finish nursing school. I know I'm going to finish nursing school.
Good.
I am going to buy a house. I'm
Come
going
on.
to get another car. I have a bunch of dreams, really. That
Good. Are you writing those dreams down?
I've written them down.
Good. So let's write those dreams, and you know what? Maybe one of these weeks we'll do a vision board, a virtual vision board, so that because I want us, we're family. We're like a little family. See, people are having all kinds of conversations. They're communicating. I know you guys can't see. Hey, my sister Renee is on here too. I hope there's no flooding where you guys are, Renee. Uh, Pastor Bell, this was my first spiritual mom right here. One of my spiritual moms, my first big sister in the Lord. Uh, I call her Mom, Pastor Mom Bell. You want to have people like that in your life who are going to tell you the truth, who are going to encourage you, who are going to build. They'll build you up. They may have to tear down some things, but they don't leave you stranded. They build you back up. That part is very important. Because we want to see you succeed. So, I mean, these ladies know, yeah, I'm in their butts, but they know I love them. Right before we go to break, because we getting ready to go to break, I'm finna throw Joe Chandra under the bus, and then we're going to talk a little bit more when we come back. Joe Chandra used to come in the center.
Don't do it. No. Don't even do her like that.
Okay, I ain't going to do it. I'm going to leave. It's a cliffhanger. If they want to hear the story, they going to have to stay online and come back after the break. So I am right. I love y'all. Y'all come back. Hi, Crystal. Y'all come back after the break. We're gonna listen to our regular weekly song, Testimony. And after we listen to Testimony and we come back, think about if you have an idea for a show, even if you have an idea for a show that you think I should do, send it to me and we'll try to make it happen. Okay, so we'll be back in a few. If you want to sponsor a show, get with Lady Rain. If you want to do your own show, get with Lady Rain. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go away. Don't go away. We'll see you back in a few. Love you.
This song's dedicated
to everyone.
Oh, yeah, I am going to share that story.
Hopeless situation.
And when y'all talk
The angels can't sing. You're redeemed.
from the hand of the enemy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Whether it's in the courtroom, fighting in the boardroom, trying to feed your family, or kicked out underneath you.
God's able.
God is more than able. He can turn the table.
So turn and tell.
Turn and tell your neighbor now it's time for you
Yeah.
to turn the favor.
Can I get a witness?
Can I get a witness?
Just need one more.
Need one more witness.
The God's still opening doors. You still making ways where others say that there ain't no way. And if you know this is true, get up, say. Can nobody you don't ever. He gave me the victory. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Anybody ever had a sickness?
Getting bound,
By any illness?
laid out.
Laid up in the sick room.
The doctor said,
Doctor said there's nothing he can
"Are they called your family?"
They called your family.
You cried out,
Cried out, Lord, please help me.
'cause you knew.
You deep down inside that he can heal you.
Now let's fast forward. Hey,
Doctors can't explain it.
some way, somehow.
Somehow you made it.
Never stop.
Never stop believing.
Now you're walking.
Walking in your healing.
Everything ain't perfect.
Things not perfect, but you don't look like what you've been through.
Now you can tell somebody.
Now you can tell somebody if you didn't
Yeah, yeah.
believe you. Can I get a witness?
Oh, just one more.
Need one more witness.
The God's still
Have you ever wanted to host your own inspirational radio show? Have you been called to inspire and spread God's word? Please contact Alicia Rain for more info.
Unprecedented times calls for unprecedented measures. Be the best in these virtual times.
Get a college-accredited certification as a digital media technician.
Where you can learn technical podcast, radio board up,
live stream remote, video editing,
or record your next hit song.
Taught
at the Academy of
Uni ETV and Radio.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Now I can't see the video, but I can see you guys' comments. So I guess, you know what? God is good anyhow. I'm so glad that you guys are back. I'm just going to remind you all before we get into the meat. I'm going to say vegetables since Richland is always fussing at me about not eating vegetables.
Me too.
I know, I do. I'm going to be better. You know what? I promise I am going to be better. God is doing a new thing. I'm going to be up at prayer at 6 a.m. in the morning on her show. I'm working. Hey, I'm moving in that direction. You're going to be surprised. I'm keep speaking it into existence until it happens. Okay. So I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm working on it. So I go to bed earlier now so I can try to start getting up early. I'm making adjustments. Hey, man, your daughter she is just giving me so much life right now. I'm looking at all these comments. Yes, people are saying that goal setting is the key to being successful. I mean, they're giving you guys all kinds of thumbs up and advice. These young ladies, yeah, they are the bomb. They really are. It really does take a village. I'm proud of my daughter. She's doing so much stuff. Yes. We got so much going on. I'm gonna have a show with my girls on when we get it. Oh, there's Charisma. Both of my daughters are on tonight. Hi, ladies. I can actually say hi to people. Praise the Lord. Hi, Tanya. She says yes to the vision board party. We're gonna get that organized. Hi, Paula. Paula is Josh's Crystal. Paula Wilson is Josh's godmother. That's the one I was telling you about. Hi, Charnessa. Let's see, Kalisa. Yes. Hi, Elaine. My besties on here. Pastor Tammy. Pastor Deborah. Let's see who else. I know Choice has been on here. They are like really having a full conversation, and Alima then got all involved with this group of people. We have fun on Tuesday nights. This is one of my favorite times of the week, and I like it because we get to unwind and just kind of be ourselves. So having said that, these girls, I know they love me, but they probably love to hate me at times because I'm always in their butt about something. But they know it's because I love them. Because if anyone will tell, Carmen, really? Y'all ain't right. Y'all not right. I have this motto. I cannot sit and watch somebody go off a cliff. I'm not going to stand there and just watch you go off a cliff. I think that's irresponsible. And now what you choose to do with it, okay, now your husband AJ is on here. Amen, AJ. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. Unity.
Right.
But at least he on here. Well, evidently he heard what you said because he put it on there. Yes, we did. We did. But you need people who are going to encourage. You need people who are going to tell you the truth. You need people who are going to love you. And love doesn't always look the way we want it to look. That means maybe, you might not like what I say. So Tiffany used to like to wear this thing on her head that God has delivered her from. Oh. Hallelujah. I know Joe Chandra ain't trying to throw a little side laugh because she thought she was going to come and pick up her kid from the center, from the development center with that thing on her head, and I wasn't having it. I bet you she's not gonna come in my presence with her head looking like that. Because see, this is the thing. Now I know y'all probably like, what's wrong with your hair right now? I'm in my house this time of night, but I can promise you I'm not going in Walmart without no earrings and all that on. I'm not doing it. I'm not going in there with them slippers. You know them slippers. Joe Chandra know, they know. I should have told y'all to pick up a pair and put them on here so everybody know which slippers I'm talking about. So I'll have to, don't. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If we want people to respect us, then we have to act like we're respecting ourselves. So that means we don't go out in public looking no any kind of way, because you're representing yourself everywhere you go, and you are a walking resume. So when we apply for a job, there's a certain way you apply for a job. Now I know here in Arizona, a lot of people don't think it's important to dress professional. Well, I was raised that way. So whether I'm going to work in a childcare center or I'm going to work wherever that may be, it could be a fast food restaurant, I was raised that you dress a certain way to go on an interview. I may be the most overdressed person there, but I've never not gotten a job that I wanted. So it's worked for me. So these are the kinds of things, you know, when we're working with people. Yes, Lord, them slippers. Yeah, I just can't stand the slippers. I'm sorry. I can't do it. And Joe Chandra would try to come into the center to pick up her kids when she thought I was around in my office. And somehow I just knew Joe Chandra was in the building. And I would be waiting for her at the desk. First of all, she had 5 kids, so it wasn't like, and they were all in different rooms. So I don't know how she thought she was gonna. Yeah, them bonnets need to go. Yeah, no, we don't do ghetto. The bonnets need to go. No, we can comb our hair. Do something. Now I'm not tripping. I'm not like that, because I struggle, because I was one of those people that like my hair curl a certain kind of way, and I would sleep a certain kind of way because I didn't want my hair jacked up. I have come a long way. So me and the natural hair, it was a challenge for me because I like my hair to be a certain kind of way. Well, now I have grown and I've evolved, so I'm willing to do different things. Now, I'm not like Richland, who changes her hair every 2 or 3 days. Richland, the only one I know who can have a full head of all of these braids, and 2 days later, it's out. She does that. She cooks dinner every day. She is a old school homemaker. I need to take classes from her, because this chick got it going on. These two, Tiffany cook, they all cook. Who was y'all mamas? Because my mama can cook her butt off, but somehow I didn't get that gene. I'm just being honest. I can cook, don't get me wrong. I can cook well. I just don't enjoy it. Richland cooking, y'all come home and cook full meals like it's Sunday. Now, Tiffany, I know your mama. I know where you got that from. But Richland, she called me a few hours ago talking about she was on her way to the store to get some gravy packs because she coming out. I'm like, Lord, I can barely order a pizza right now. And she doing all this before the show. Tell us how y'all do it. How do y'all go to school, do all this stuff with y'all kids? Y'all still find time for date night, go to school full time, be in nursing programs and all of that. We did all that. We couldn't do nothing. We might take care of our kids and our husband, but we didn't have time for date night and all this stuff y'all do. So please tell us how y'all have time to do it. What is the key? Richland, I'm going to start with you on that one. How do y'all do it? We can't hear Richland? Oh no. Well, I guess while they're doing that, I'm April put it while they're doing that, because this was what happened to me last week. It may be your internet. Let's see. April, You have to go out and come back in. Hi, Alima. I don't know. I'm not a millennial, so I don't know. Yeah, that's what I had to do last week. Carmen said that's why they make Nike slides. Yeah, they do make Nike slides, but they weren't wearing those kind of slides. They were wearing those ones with those fuzzy looking slippers that actually look like house shoes, and coming out in public with those on their feet. And I was like, we don't have rags on our heads, and we don't have them shoes on that look like we don't come out looking like we just got out of bed. You never know, especially now. I know they married, but especially those who are wanting to get married. If you're wanting to get married, you don't know when you might meet your man. And if you meet a man, you want to make sure, you always want to be prepared for your Boaz, which means if you wear makeup, you don't have to have full face makeup every day, but don't look like you didn't brush your teeth and comb your hair and you didn't put deodorant on or take a shower. Don't look like that. Because if that's what you go out looking like, that's all you're gonna attract. You're gonna attract Lil Nas that live down the way from you. Richard know who I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to be funny. They have these little nasty men who they know they living with somebody, and they all trying to they trying to DM you. Is that what y'all call it? What do y'all call it? They don't ask for phone numbers no more. How do y'all communicate now? DM. Yeah, no. Don't waste your time with all that. I know y'all married, so you're not doing that. But I'm talking about for those who might not be married, who watch the show later. I just want to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm encouraging them to always look the part. You want to look like what you want to attract. And if he ain't right, send him on his way. You ain't got time for that. Don't even waste your time. It's just, And Richland has a good husband. Tiffany has a good husband. I'm gonna let Joshandra share, how she doing, what she doing, cause see, she looking fly all the time now. All the time. And then she don't have low self-esteem about it. None of them do, because these are the selfie queens. They post more on Facebook. They feeling real good about themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. Go on with it. Do that. Because you know what? If you don't think that about yourself, no one else will. So you set the tone for how you want things to go. Pastor Sharonda said she can't stand cooking. She's a very good cook. I hate it. I don't know if it's the cooking or if it's the cleaning part. I think it's the cleaning part that I hate the most. I hate that, and finding places to put all this stuff after you cook.
You need to declutter.
No, I'm talking about the refrigerator part. Like after you cook the meal and then having to put the food up, I hate that part. And then I hate the cleaning up after.
It don't bother me.
Tammy wants to know what if he looks like Bo? Who is Bo, Tammy? I probably don't want to know who Bo is. More than likely, if she asking, it's probably those guys that was, I don't know if y'all saw that Facebook pictures of the guy who from head to toe. Everything was matching. He had that hat on, that suit, literally, even the iPhone case, everything matched. If it was lime green, it was lime green all the way from head to toe. That's old school stuff. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that.
It's Arizona stuff.
No, it wasn't Arizona. I don't know where these pictures were taken. No, they're not y'all generation. She talking about Bo, but y'all got y'all version of Bo too. Bo walking around with his drawers showing.
Yeah, and that's very attractive to me. I would never.
Ursula doesn't know what DM means. Can y'all tell her?
Oh my baby. So
help us out, ladies. Help us out.
So DM means for the, okay, so it basically means for somebody to just message you
Directly.
through the
Direct
inbox.
message. Yeah.
Through your
Yeah. Remember how we used to call them digits, Ursula? You know, Ursula, I think, is like a couple years older than me. I don't know what they called it in Chi-Town, but down where I'm from, you know, they was trying to get your phone number or whatever. That was way before email and texting. You know, y'all don't know nothing about all that. In fact, we had the phone that was hung on the wall with the long that used to ring. That the dial.
I know about that. I was in foster care. I know all about them phones. I
Oh.
couldn't dial out to get no help. That's why I do.
See,
We ain't that old. We say young.
oh yeah, y'all. Well, yeah, you kind of old now. You're 30, so yeah, I guess so. You didn't hit the mark. You right at that age, right at the end of some of that
So
stuff.
I just stepped in the 30s and I'm rugged.
She forgot.
Yeah. Well, hi Khadijah. Hi Khadijah. Khadijah's on tonight as well. Yeah, and see, she's another one. She, you know, these girls, these women. What? Oh, we're gonna have to do this again next month. But we're gonna do the vision boards. Richland, I want you to share. No toothless and cockeyed, Carmen. No, we don't do that. They having all kind of stuff going on up in here. When you saw your husband, what made you know he was the right one?
Repeat that.
When you first met Lance, I know the story about how y'all met. Y'all both were in ministry at the same time, and y'all met in that situation. But how did you know that he was worth giving your time to?
I would have to say he just had a lot of patience with me. I was in previous relationships before him. And a lot of those relationships did not work due to the fact that, you know, we were unequally yoked. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I was with somebody who really didn't have a relationship with God, but my relationship with God was on fire. But when I met Lance, we did both meet in ministry, but he had some strength that I didn't have and was able to encourage me on a different way than my previous relationships with other men. So I kind of knew that at that moment that, you know, me and him were meant to be. And it wasn't all easy, because in the beginning it was rough. Even dating was rough, because there were things that I had to calm down on, because that wasn't his spirit. So I had to let go of some stuff. The old 2008 Ratchet Richland, I had to let go.
So Richland used to be ratchet?
Yes, yeah, I used to be.
Well, can y'all explain to the old people what ratchet means? We only got a few minutes, but
I mean, if you want to sum it up, it's just ghetto, to be honest. That's really what it was. I wouldn't say I was full on ghetto, but there were some things that I knew that I couldn't hold on to if I wanted to marry Lance. So
oh wow,
I had to let go of some of my old ways. I mean, if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty, I had to stop smoking weed. So
Richland was smoking weed? Oh Lord.
I put it out there. This is keep it real.
Keep it real, honey. We tell the truth on this show.
In order to, you know, be that wife and to be in that relationship with him, I had to start doing stuff. So, I mean, I used to drink. I used to go out with my friends and stuff. I mean, that's who I was. So, there was a lot of stuff that I had to cut out in order to receive the man that God really had for me. And if I didn't, I probably would have missed out on marrying him.
That's pretty awesome. So, what would you, if you had to share something with someone, and it could be any one of you, if you had to share with your peers, what's the most important thing when a man comes around? How do you know that that's the man for you? How would you share that in you guys' lingo?
I
wait on God to give me confirmation. It's because sometimes we tend to look for a man that's for ourselves and what we want and what we think, and that might not be the man that God probably intended to be in your life. So for me, I would just wait for confirmation from God to give me some kind of sign, or maybe just, let it flow that way.
I mean, it's always going to come. I mean, if you're looking for that man, God is always going to show you who and what that man is going to do. You don't necessarily always have to go and search for that man. A lot of females feel like if they have to go on these dating websites and all this other stuff. But it's really, if you're actually in your word and you're praying and you're asking God to send you that man, I mean, he's going to give it to you. It might not be the man that you want him to be, but it's always going to be the man that God needs you to have. So it's all, I mean, as long as you put God first and you actually seek and pray and fast and then, and do everything that you're supposed to do, then I really believe that the right man will come for your life.
Mm-hmm. I think that's some good information. You ladies, I'm so proud of you. I really, like I said, I want to say that openly because I know it's not easy being young and married. I've been young and married, and being old and married isn't always easy. It's really a daily ministry, and I have to say that I appreciate you all being your willingness to share, to even come on and talk about how you guys do what you do, because most times only your besties get to, y'all talk to each other, but there are other people out there that's going to watch this. Pastor Sharonda put it in the comments. That's either her or Pastor Pat. I'm not sure which one. They share their Facebook page, but I have a feeling it may be both of them. It says, work on you while you wait. Work on you while you wait on God. That way, when God sends him, you're complete. So it's one of our pastors. AJ is chiming in. Tiffany's husband chiming in. One thing I'll say is my husband and I always try to work as a team. Even in ministry, whatever we do, we try to do it together, because if we're doing it together, then we're keeping each other accountable, and we're always at church together. That is very important. And I know it's not always easy, because when they work shift work and whatnot, but any opportunity you can to worship together. And I'm not just talking about the other kind of worship. I'm talking about the worship where you enter into the house of God and you hear the message and you worship together in the sanctuary. I'm going to leave it at that, because I'm not going to get y'all going. But we'll talk about that. Oh, that's Pastor Sharonda. And then Pastor Pat said it's me. I'm getting confused. But next time we come on, now that Pastor Sharonda is available on Tuesday nights, we're going to schedule a sister circle where we'll have some people your age and some people our age, and we're going to figure out how to do this, and where we can share information, because I think it's important for us to be able to do the exchange, because like I said, there's some things you guys are doing way better than we did when we were your age. And there are some things that, we took a while to figure out, and we might be able to help you guys not hit the same pitfalls we did. So I think it's useful. So I'm going to get you guys scheduled again, and we're going to figure this out. I want to do this vision board, and I want to do the sister circle. And maybe once a quarter, we'll come together and do a sister circle where we can do this, because there are people who may never see. Oh, it's Pastor Sharonda. Hi, Pastor Sharonda. Where we can do this, because life is short and there's no sense in wasting unnecessary time. If you can figure out stuff early in marriage, why not? Why wait till you're 40 to figure it out? You enjoy yourselves. But I just want to tell you how proud I am of you all. And we're going to pray for you and hold you accountable for your goals. All three of you ladies are beautiful inside and out. I stay encouraged. Continue to seek God, of course. Continue to do the things of God. Continue to work on your goals, regardless of what obstacles come up. And if you need our help, you got questions, you got plenty sisters who are here to support you and love you. Plenty mamas and sisters and aunties right here who gonna help you get through it. And I just wanted to tell you, I just wanted to showcase what God is doing in your lives tonight. Don't be surprised if you get a phone call to be on Girl Shine, Keep It Real, because we're here every Tuesday night. I just want to encourage everybody to watch the other shows on this platform. I want to encourage you to pray for one another. I want to encourage you to pray for your pastors. I want to encourage you to do everything that we need to do to be whole in this season. Stay safe. Wear your mask, hand sanitizer, social distancing, and we believe in God that this is going to cease and desist ASAP in Jesus' name, because we need to get back to regular life. And next week, we got April. April Benson is going to be on the show next Tuesday night. She's a court reporter, and we're going to be talking about all the things that go along. It's going to be an interesting show because there's not very many. She's the only one that I know personally. We see them on TV. We know they exist, but we're going to find out some good stuff. And we just want to do some different things this year with Girl Shine, Keep It Real. So till next week, we're keeping it real. Get Aunt Sonia's book, Iconic Leaders. Go on Amazon and get her book. Because she's going to be back on, I think, October 20th. So we need to be well read by then when she comes back on. So I love you all. See you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Love you all.
You are tuned in to that praisey station, Praise.fm, where we get our praise on. 24 hours, 7 days a week.